What is going on, guys, and welcome to a very interesting video in my YouTube channel. And in this video I'm going to talk about the basic swap operation, where we are going to take one variable and then we are going to take another variable and we are simply going to swap between their values. Okay, so for example, what I'm saying is that let's say that we have like variable a and we have like variable b, okay? And variable a has the value of 5 and variable b has the value of 7. And what we want to do is simply to take the value from a, which is 5, and to put it inside b, and the value from b and to put it inside a. Okay, so how are we going to do it? That's exactly what we are going to find out in this video. So this question may be actually the basis for a couple of more advanced questions, actually interview questions that may be asked during your high-tech interviews, like by companies such as Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Intel. Okay, so a lot of high-tech companies like to ask this question in kind of more twisted way, for example, without using a third variable or without using an addition or a subtraction operations. But in this video, we are just going to prepare and talk about all the background regarding the swapping operation. And in the next video, hopefully, I will show you how this can be done in a more, let's say, elegant way without using this third variable that we are going to use right now. So I hope you're ready. Stay tuned and let's start. Alright, so what we are going to do in order to solve this exercise is I will try to make it as summarized as possible, okay? So an option like this, okay, A equals to B and B equals to A, whatever programming language you're using, except just a few options that I know that may do this operation concurrently and simply take these 5 and put it inside B and take this value from B to put it inside A. Okay, there are usually, this option is not going to work since there is basically, if you will take a look at it, okay, if you will take a look at this thing right here, okay, so the first operation that is going to be executed, the first command, whether you're using Python, C, C++, Java, whatever you're using, the first operation that is going to be executed is this one, A equals to B, okay? And whenever you will execute this operation, the value of B on the right side of this equal sign will be assigned to variable A. So this means the value of 7, okay, will be assigned here, okay? So instead of 5, the variable A will have the value of 7, okay? And it simply overrides the value, the previous value of 5 that was inside variable A. So then when you will execute the following line, like B equals to A, to get the value of 5 from variable A and to put it inside variable B, it simply will do nothing because it will now get the value of A, which is currently 7, and put it inside variable B. So first of all, what I want you to understand is that this technique that you can see right here, okay, it simply won't work, okay? The swapping operation will not work because if you will print the values before, okay, if you will print the values before, okay, if you will print the values before the swapping, you will see like 5 and 7, and after your swapping operation, you will see like 7 and 7. And that's not what you expect to see. You expect to see 7 and 5 since you want to swap between both of them. So basically, how should we treat this situation? How should we solve it? One of the ways, okay, and that's the basic approach, that's not something I'm going to stack on a lot of, basically in the next videos I'm going to show you some more advanced topics and more advanced usages on how it can be solved. But for now, what we will basically do is this simple approach of creating an additional temporary variable and use it in our advantage. So let's create a variable and call this variable, I don't know, let's call it temp. okay? And here are just 3 steps that you need to take in order to solve it. So in this case, what we will have to do is very simple, okay? We will use this temporary variable to assist us with the solving, and we will simply assign this value of 5 so it cannot be overridden once we are going to do our a equals to b operation. So before that, we are going to write down temp equals to a, okay? So let me just write it down pretty nicely, okay? So let me get it here. So temp, okay, this will be our first operation, equals to the value of a. And once again, it doesn't matter what programming language you're using, because the solution is going to be pretty much the same, just the syntax is going to be a little bit different. So temp equals to a, and then we will simply put inside variable temp the value of 5, right? Now we are going to take a and say a equals to b. So now we can take this 7 value and put it inside variable a. Okay, so it will be, instead of 5 here, it will be 7. So let's get it here, and it will be now 7. And finally, what should be the last operation? We want that variable b will have the value of 5. So let's say b equals to a. Is it okay? If we say b equal to a, will it work? What do you think? No, it won't, because a already have the value of 7. So that's why we need to use the value stored inside of this temporary variable, which is the value of 5. So b equals to temp. So temp equals to a equal to b equal to temp. Now we will say that here, instead of 7, we will have the value of 5. And if we print the values before the swap, it will be 5 and 7. And afterwards, it will be, what do you say? It will be 7 and 5. So that's basically the basic solution, okay, the most standard way to make and to implement the swap operation between two values, okay, whatever values they may be integer, floats, I don't know, characters. And what else? Simply remember to use additional variable, temp variable, put one value inside of it, make the next assignment like a equal to b and b equal to temp, and basically you should be ready to go. And that's regarding the standard way to make the swap operation. And if we are going to move forward, okay, this question also may be asked in some of the interview questions. Usually it's being asked as one of the simplest questions. Usually interviewers like to make it a little bit more complex. They ask you this question, and then what they say is that, okay, no problem, you solved it correctly. Now, what you have to do is to solve it without using this third variable. So there comes the catch, there comes some things that you have to take into account, and that's something that we will discuss in one of the next videos. So thank you guys, keep on watching, keep on practicing, and you are bound to succeed. I'll see you next time. Bye.